for those that are on the fence, hop on in. Just listen to this interview with Lorin. He's telling you what to do and how to do it, even if you don't have a database. His deals, again, weren't from his database yet, but they will be, and that's called compounding interest. He's going to do open houses. He's going to work the database, and it's going to double, and we're going to see him double very, very quick. All right, welcome back to People, Passion, Power. I'm very, very excited about our guest today. It is the newest member of the Jason Martin Group, Lorin Mones, and he is coming out of the gate ready for the win. What do I mean by that? Lorin is quickly becoming one of the best new agents I've seen in a while, and we're going to talk to him about what the reason is behind that. Welcome to the show, Lorin.
Hey, hi, thanks for having me.
So you are about 60 days into your career at this point in time, maybe 65, 70 days. You came at it, you approached it from I'm all in it, I'm going to win. You just got your license fairly recent. We should tell everybody. When did you actually get licensed? Let me step back.
I think the actual date was probably like July 15th, maybe.
July 15th, you got your license. Literally took the class, got his license. No background in real estate whatsoever, correct?
Just some, I own a couple properties, so just buying a little bit, but not, no selling or dealing with people or really, anything from that end. No.
And the business you were in before, so everybody knows that as well.
I was in hospitality. I was managing. I was the food and beverage director for a hotel, and COVID hit, and I had the real estate that I've always loved and been interested in. So I figured that was the logical next step.
So loved and been interested in. Help me with that. What does that mean? You like going to houses? What does love and interest in real estate mean?
I got into like bigger pockets and just kind of the investing side a few years ago. I own a condo. My wife had a condo before we met, and so now we have two condos that we rent out. We have a house that we just bought. We're doing like a house hack on, so we have somebody who lives in our basement unit. So I just have always believed it's like a really great wealth builder and a great way to, really establish a great future.
Lots of times, Lorin and I have talked about this. Lots of times when people transition into real estate as a career, Lorin, people frequently go, well, I like looking at houses, or I like going in renovated kitchens, or I like going in bathrooms. 70 days in, is that the business, Lorin?
No, that is not the business. The business it's searching and selling, right? But the fun part is seeing the houses. I mean, I really love it, sitting on open houses, taking people to, these really beautiful houses. DC's got so much different stuff like everywhere. You'll see a whole block that has completely, every house on that block looks completely different from the other.
I asked you that question on purpose, and I was hoping you would give the right answer. Lorin and I have been in training together quite a bit. So, no, that's not the business. Let's go specific on what the business is and how you've approached it early on in your career. You've done, I think it's almost $1.5 million in sales right out of the gate in his first 2 months, folks. That's pretty good. Most agents don't do that in their first 6 or 12 months, and I hate to say it, but a lot of agents don't do that in an entire year. So what was your mindset coming into the business, and how did you approach it from day one to be able to do that type of volume 60 days in?
Like I said, I come from the food and beverage background. So, grinding's in my heart. I go to work at 9, 10 in the morning. I get done at 8, 9 at night. So, I'm used to just the long hours and the weekends. So a big part of it was just being willing to get out there. I do 2 open houses Saturday and Sunday most weekends, so 4 a weekend, just to get out there and meet people. And I look at it as kind of like a numbers game. So if you meet enough people in the long term, you're going to have success. And so far that has been it. The other part is just kind of knowing what's out there. So a big piece of it was, you meet somebody at an open house, maybe they like that house, maybe they like portions of it, but they can describe to you what they're looking for, and you're knowing what's out there. So you can be like, well, there's this other house 2-3 blocks away. I'd be happy to show you that. And that's really the way that I've gotten my first few sales, just knowing what's out there, knowing what's around, and being willing to talk to people and really engage.
So 2 open houses every weekend, Saturday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, meeting people at open houses. I hear it from agents all the time. Open houses don't work anymore. I'll tell you this funny story, Lorin. As long as I've been in the business, open houses have worked. And I got in the business a long time ago, back in 2003. So you're telling me, as a brand new agent, that's how you started and just doing open houses right from the jump. What are you saying in these open houses as a new agent that's going to capture me as a buyer?
I mean, a lot of it's working with kind of like the, uh, script practice, LP Mama, and that kind of stuff, just kind of figuring out people's motivation. But a lot of it's just being friendly and engaging, kind of going with the flow. Again, it has really a lot to do, I think, with my hospitality background where you can approach a table as a manager, server, bartender, doesn't matter, where you have like a couple and, one table will have a couple that want to chat and have fun and talk. And the other table will be a couple that wants to just talk to each other and do their own thing. And it's kind of feeling it out and understanding, the engaging, when to and when not to engage with people, I guess, that I've found to be really good. And then, again, it's just the like, what are you looking for? What's your time outlook? What's your radio? Are you thinking 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? Like, when are you looking at, making the big move? And then just trying to, prove your knowledge to people, that you are knowledgeable and that your efforts will be worthwhile to them. I mean, at the end of the day, I keep saying, like, to some extent, I'm a facilitator. I have the lenders do the lending. I find the houses, and, it's all based off of the buyer's criteria. So it's listening. I mean, a big part of you'll hear me talk a ton, but the big part of it is listening to what they are telling you that they want.
Do you think you could do 12 to 24 deals a year just based off of open houses? Because that's the pace you're on right out of the gate.
Well, let's say I hope so. I mean, the ultimate goal, I have a wife, I have my beautiful puppies next to me chewing on something. So hopefully I don't have to do Saturdays and Sundays for the rest of my life, and I can build that sphere. But I do think that it'll be a big part of it over the next few years to build that sphere. But I do think that, 12 to 24 is definitely doable. It's just about, again, just doing it, putting in the work. And then I've actually added in Thursday nights also that I've been, when I find them, that I've been adding in too. So, I mean, I'm topping out around 5, and who knows, one day it could be 6 open houses a week.
How do you collect people's information at the open houses?
I will actually have to call out one of our coworkers, Tim Holt. He's been really great and helpful. We put together a little comp sheet for people that I hand out to people, so they say, like, this is this house, here's some comps in the area based off of, the 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, or, whatever it is. And then I've been getting people's phone number by texting them. So I'd say, hey, can I get your phone number? I'd be happy to text you out this comp sheet, some other information. I send them to, my website, lorinre.com. Hopefully get that better as I keep going. But, it's just a nice little, like, hey, Sam and Beth, really nice to meet you. My name is Lorin Mones. Thank you for stopping by the open house at whatever address. Like, if you'd like to see those comps, please check this link. I keep the link like super up to date, from open house to open house. So, I'll have 4 links a weekend.
So that's your hook right there. Is you show them it's comps on a sheet of paper that you're showing them to, and say, hey, would you like a copy of these comps? I'll text you this link right now.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. And then also, actually, the thing I found that's been working a lot right now is when I do condos, I have a little sheet at the front door, based on being in the unit, saying, like, hey, if you'd like to come up, call or text me at this phone number. My name's Lorin, and I'll come down and grab you. And I've actually found that to be a really good way to get their phone numbers without having to be like, hey, would you like to give me your phone number? Like, you just kind of get it from them.
Right.
And then you get their name, and then you send them the little nice link, and then you can reach out to them. I usually try to not be like right on top of them unless I feel like there's somebody that is looking to move quickly, see something else maybe that day. But I'll either send them a link or a home snap to another property that I think they might be interested in the area, or I'll give them a call, usually Monday morning or Tuesday.
And then when you give them the call, and we'll stay on this open house topic for as much time as we need, because this is fascinating. Anybody that's about to get into the industry, or even veterans of the industry, there's a lot of value in here. If your career is struggling or you're just getting into the business, listen to how Lorin's approaching it. He has a hook. He has a value add. He knows the local market. He knows the inventory, all of which doesn't require you to be a seasoned agent. It just doesn't. It requires an ability to have a conversation with somebody, offer something of value. Are people going, how long have you been in the business when you're in this conversation?
No, they don't ask at all.
Right.
And once I do have that hook and I have a question, I go straight to either you or Mr. Coleman or somebody else. It's great to work with the big team. So if it's, whether it's Zach or Tracy or, anybody on the team, everybody has really helped a little bit. It's all about just asking questions, and our team is out there willing to answer at all times. It's really great.
That's the culture. That's the culture we've created. And when you start to do 24 to 36 deals next year, by the way, Lorin, you're going to have to maintain that culture. You're going to have to give back to the folks in the organization the same way they did you. And I'm not even worried about that. So if you're thinking of, if you're talking to somebody here who's just getting their license, just like you a couple months ago, and they're feeling nervous, they're anxious about it, what's the key advice you would give to someone who's about to jump in, or even somebody who wants to restart their career?
I mean, I think it's just, break down the barriers, be willing to get out there. I know it's COVID time, but be smart. I have 1,000 things of hand sanitizer and 50 masks that I wear. But, get out there. I met a guy literally standing in line at the, the grocery store that was talking to a buddy of mine. I happened to be there with a friend. And he was saying, oh, I'm looking for a house. And I jumped right on it. I mean, put it out in the world and it'll come back. I mean, that's like the big thing.
So my observation of you, and I've seen a lot of agents in my time, one, you're getting after it right away. You're not waiting to learn how to do an open house. You just started doing them, and we would be coaching you up along the way, and you were willing to put yourself out there in that environment. You're not afraid to talk to people, and you're not a secret agent. So you're hungry, not afraid to talk to people, not a secret agent, double open houses on Saturday and Sunday, trying to work one in on Thursday night, and surrounding yourself with the right type of people. And wow, that's the magic formula. There it is.
And anybody, I will say that I got married just over a year ago, I guess about 13 months before I got started in this. So I did have a nice list of email addresses and phone numbers from my sphere, or who will hopefully become my sphere, and my wife's sphere. So nothing has come from that yet, but I am hoping that I'll get one or two or more deals in the next 9 to 18 months at least out of that. So.
Yeah. And so far, your deals so far aren't from that. So that's fascinating. It will become from that. It's just not that yet. And but your ability to generate closings when you just got your license in July and we're in October and your second closing's approaching, it's pretty impressive. But it's what everybody should be doing that's going to do it full time, and people that are going to run at it. This is how you approach it. And you just have gone head at it, and I love it. And you are going to be very, very successful, and we're super excited that you're a part of the Jason Martin Group, my friend.
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I like to say, if you get paid for it, you're pro. So I went pro, a long time ago. So, this is my profession, and this is, 24/7. This is how we do it.
Listen to the mindset he has, folks, because here on the team, it is about mindset. And when you're around enough people that are talking about it, doing it, and being in that environment really, really, really matters. And if you're a new agent or even a veteran trying to jumpstart your career, don't worry, give us a call. We can get you in that mindset if you like as well. So we're going to continue to watch Lorin. I see him every day anyway, so not that I'm going to watch from a distance. We're going to continue to track his career. And I promise you, if we do this interview in 12 months from now, Lorin's going to do 12 to 24 deals in 2021. And he'll be disappointed, and I'll be disappointed if he does anything less. And by the way, that 12 to 24 number, Lorin, is a number that'll be better than 75% of the agents in the industry. So for those that are on the fence, hop on in. Just listen to this interview with Lorin. He's telling you what to do and how to do it, even if you don't have a database. His deals, again, weren't from his database yet, but they will be, and that's called compounding interest. He's going to do open houses. He's going to work the database, and it's going to double, and we're going to see him double very, very quickly. So, Lorin, I'm proud of you. You already know that, my friend. Thanks for coming on the show, and get back from, I know you're at the beach. Get back. You got some open houses to do this weekend.
Definitely. I will be back. And, like I say, today's Monday, and it's time to call people and get new people signed up, get the searches going.
You're the man, buddy. Keep hustling. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being on.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.